Hello to anyone that's watching. I've made this video because I've wrote a poem about possibly the most arrogant, irritating piece of shit on British television. Well, next to Katie Hopkins. And that's Jeremy Kyle. So without further ado, I'll make a start. It's called, I slept with my son's pregnant girlfriend. Am I the father of both? Result. Jeremy walks humbly upon the stage. After the show of fake pleasantries with his audience is made, he introduces himself as ever, with the same look of godliness as he goes on to deliver, into a different camera every single word of today's bullshit and absurd, fly-on-the-wall character assassination of some poor, brainless, spotty-faced, inbred speck of life's creation, thus creating the illusion that this overpaid, snivelling, arrogant, pompous prick really cares about something important that he's doing. He introduces the poor, deluded, brain-dead guest in that condescending way our Jezza knows best. Today's guest is putting his boy to the test over paternity of his girlfriend's son. He also claims he himself is in the frame and wants a DNA, ladies and gentlemen. Cue Jeremy's personal theme, indicating win is on the screen. Rocking guitar licks and audience cheer as if something really special is happening here. The man walks cocksure to his seat, sitting down beneath Jeremy's frown melting from the heat. He says, I met her one day when my son came round to stay. She really seemed right lovely. I turned to my son and said, hey, well done, by X, she's got nice jubblies. My son said, thanks Dad, if for me you're that glad, do you mind if Chantel stays? To which I said, cool, she can stay in your room, know what I mean son, eh, wink nudge son, eh? To which Jeremy takes his cue to interject. His usual pearls of wisdom, insightful and direct. You sent your son to have sex with Chantel. Does kids having kids not ring any bells? The man starts shouting over audience applause. It's not my fault Chantel is a bleep bleep whore. Well, she is. She crept out of my son's room, then crept into my bed. What else could I do? As she took off her pants, I told her to get out for at least 2 seconds while her head went down. The audience gasp and recoil in horror. Jeremy shouts arrogantly, why do I bother? Week in, week out, it's always the same. Some sordid lowlife walks onto my stage, procreating life with their sister and their brother. Get a damn job and stop screwing each other. The audience by now are foaming at the mouth, applauding every word of this up his own arse turd. With his own name in massive fucking letters above himself across the full length of the stage. A reminder to the public of how amazing he is and how much he gets paid for delivering his speeches to the poor uneducated leechers that, let's be honest, the government has made. Cue the obligatory camera zoom to the ugliest audience member in the room, frowning so much her face might crack. She looks like a rotten potato escaping a sack. Contorting her face as Jezza holds the suspense, like a master puppeteer, the whole audience is tense. Jeremy introduces the next poor fool. Poor kid's only 16, spends more time locked up than in school. Jeremy softly grooms the boy with plastic sympathy and audience joy, making him feel humble for his difficult life before Jeremy, backed by audience, gang rape his mind. Raise him up high, bring him back down in pieces, then put him back together with the basic common sense that Guru Graham teaches. Like, displaying your frustration will only exacerbate the situation. Don't stand there shouting, walk out. You what there, Graham? Could you say that again? All I heard was a turd fall out your mouth. Or, you're self-medicating with booze, so your anger's being fueled until violence is all you become. But wouldn't it be great if a guest grabbed Graham by the face and shoved him sideways up Jeremy's bum? Now back to the boy being lubed up by Jeremy in gentle preparation for being raped on TV. Jezza's face expression changes from sympathy to rage. His down with the kid's posture stiffens as he stomps petulantly across the stage. Looking like he's gonna scream, he leans in real close, contorts his face and softly says, but what you did is far more gross. Tell the audience and people at home what came next when you caught your dad and Chantel having sex. The boy said, I did, and I ain't no queer, so I had the front and dad took rear. Quick close-up of Jeremy's bulbous worry lines as he yells at the father for incest crimes. The boy shouts, don't you yell at my dad, you hypocrite. You're an ex-gambler sponsored by Foxy Bingo and your show is shit. Stroking his inflamed, pulsating ego damaged by this impertinent sod, Jeremy shouts, that's my name in huge letters above the stage, and in here I am God. So Jeremy zips up his fly after the dick measuring is over, then cuts to a break so that he can recover, ready for round 3 of the bear baiting to begin and more goading the audience to put their 10 pence in. Ding ding, round 3, it's Chantel's turn. Another fresh fish to bite on the worm. Reeled in off Grimsby Dock, a prize catch for morning TV. Just for us to mock till Jezza casts her back to sea. Chantel shuffles across the stage clad in Adidas and pleather, with bright pink glittery leggings, knees and ass all tattered and weathered. 50 bangles on each arm and huge rings in her ears, stumbling clumsily to a seat like a slinky down some stairs. She opens her mouth and the only sound obscenities cutting in deep. She says, bleep, 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 bleeping, bleep, 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 bleeping, bleep. Jezza shouts, who the hell do you think you are? Wash your mouth out, you dumb pig in a bra. How dare you come on my stage with that vile attitude, with the council bling and the 2 relatives you've screwed? You tag team a father and son in both barrels, and you come on here with your bitching and your quarrels. You're here for a DNA to see which idiot gets hit with a lifetime support order for your 9-month-long shit. The father is grinning and sniggering into his hand. Jeremy shouts, what are you laughing at, you nasty little man? I have the DNA and I've got news for you, mister. The child is yours, but that's not all. Chantel is your son's sister. So, I hope you enjoyed that. Leave me a comment, and if you don't like it or you're offended, fuck off.